Well, hello and welcome. Just doing the usual YouTube stuff in the background while we get the stream started, so I'll be with you as quickly as possible. So as usual, when streaming from the console, you do have to do a bit of legwork in the background on the laptop, I guess you could say, just to make sure that it's all good, I guess you could say. And the joys of launching the stream from the console, I guess you could say. But I'll be with you as quickly as possible because I've got this down, almost down to a fine art, I guess you could say. And that should be it. So, yes, postpones Friday live stream, I guess you could say, to a Saturday evening here in the UK. Hope you're all well and safe and had a good week and have enjoyed this 2-week patch, I guess you could say, with its very limited content, I guess. Obviously, there's been Brawl, there's been the Rochester, a very mini campaign, but not really too much really to talk about, I guess you could say. Hence why, well, it's been very, very quiet, I guess you could say. That looks like it's all sorted in the background, which is good news. So that means I can join you ladies and gents in the chat, and I can catch up. But yeah, as always, we're going to try and stream for about maybe 2.5 hours today. Hello DJ, good to see you, good to see you. As always, feel free to shout out if you want to join in with the Science Support Community Division. That's always much appreciated, obviously. If you just want to play alongside, and also if there's any requests, any ships you want to see played this evening, then I'll try my best to oblige. And if not, we'll do the next best thing, I guess you could say. So I think with the chat now popped out, yep, that's good. I can now actually close down the internet and just the internet window, just make sure that it doesn't interfere with the Wi-Fi, I guess you could say. Because this laptop that I'm using is a bit dodgy, a bit old. Right, okay, so we do have the Cheshire lined up in front of us, so we'll take the Cheshire out first. But yeah, hope you're all having a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you are in the world. We are nearly the last weekend of January. So I hope the first month of 2023 has treated you well. Neighbours, domination. Probably a 5 and 6 game, but there's always potential for it to be a 6 and 7 game, I guess. Just tweak the green screen a little bit, I guess, but yeah, it's just been a bit funny. That's alright though. Rightio, load up HE. The right flank would probably be the most beneficial. Because we haven't got a cruiser over there. So let's do that. Quick look at the shipping forecast. 6 and 7 game. Sims, so 23, Maiku, New Orleans, Riga. Riga's in the division. I'll have to take a bit more of a in-depth look in a second. That Kansas is rather speedy off the mark, isn't it? It must have propulsion mods equipped. What do we have? We have a Flander in reverse. Nobody say anything about French ships in reverse. Let's see, if we angle it like this, we should be able to cut across the back of the Kansas and we continue the shipping forecast. Riga's in the division for Georgia. We also have a Scharnhorst, a Tirpitz and an Alabama. No carriers. What's the enemy guns like? 11 inch, 15 inch, 18 inch, 16 inch. So yeah, a good mix of guns in the enemy team in regards to battleships. Ooh, enemy cruiser spotted. I didn't catch what it was. On the left flank we have the Scharnhorst and we catch Georgia, Riga. That's the division. I'm not going to be able to hit the Riga because of the island. Hopefully you can all hear me nice and loud and clear, and the music's also coming through. But if there are any issues, please let me know. And I'm assuming you can hear me. Just got to watch ourselves, because obviously there is a Georgia out there. But we have got a fire. Oh, okay, enemy sim spotted. Destroyer's going to take priority. See how hard he hits the brakes. Turpits. Mayuku, yeah, okay. So there's probably another enemy destroyer over at the Charlie objective. So I have done a couple of practice games earlier today. Took the Devonshire, Cheshire and the Daring out for a couple of games. And I've kind of tweaked my commander build on the Cheshire. It now has a 14.4 second reload, 3.9 second rudder, a top speed of about 39 and a bit knots, and a 29% fire chance. And I found it's just been an absolute beast at the moment in setting fires. Vaz, good evening, good evening. Hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. Right, let's see what we got. We got Maiku. Definitely a DD round here somewhere. Z, what is it? Z 23. Okay. Sims killed with Kansas. Interesting. Turpitz has been heavily mauled. There she goes. Do you have an opportunity to get a quick volley out on the Maiku? So let's have a go at that. Sim's popping up again, but I can't engage, unfortunately. Might be able to now. Just chancing our arm with that volley. Okay, looks like it's going to be safe again. Yeah. Oh, enemy Riga though. Okay, I think we might have to engage the Maiku shortly. Yeah, Riga's in reverse. And we got a smoke screen to take advantage of. Where's our shells? There they are. We can survive the fire for a little bit because we do have repair parties. 2 fires though, we're not going to allow that. Volley of AP out. Oh, not enough. Might be able to get another volley out. No, but looks like she might be slowing down, so chance around with that. Nah. Engage the Riga again. And then we'll see if we can engage the Sims. Ooh. Oh, let's mop up the Maiku, that's going to be a priority. Because that takes some DPM off the board. Darko, hello. This New Jersey and Legends. Be nice to, I'm hyped. Also, Legends the first who gets New Jersey. Although, bear in mind, it is really just going to be a reskinned Iowa. Hopefully one of these battleships can mop up the Maiko. Just keeping an eye on her because she might shoot back. She's going to have an advantageous position to take on our broadside. Melissa, hello. Good evening. Ooh. Neptune's beard. Oh well. Back to engaging the Riga. Hope you're well. Okay, every sister ship is a reskin major. It's a sister ship after all. Also, stats differ. Same with the Ukazi, the Baltimore, and Montpellier. That's yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. As an Azure Lane's ship, yeah, they're following that trend. Let's just kick out Y turret and then just tuck back in. Nice, okay. I think you've just fired a volley at someone else. So I've got a bit of a break here to make a push on the Sims. Now someone else is going to finish him off. The Y turret's going to make it. Oh, okay. Come on, I need to beach. No. Don't push me into that torpedo. Oh, thank God. Thoughts on the first Italian project? About damn time too, I guess you could say. Faz, more cruisers at Legendary is good. That's another good point as well, yeah. And also a nice bit of diversity. By it being Italian, that means that it basically adds that Italian flair, I guess you could say, to the tier, which would be quite nice. But yeah, but it's still going to be Legendary tier filled with Yamatos and Shimikazes every match. Yeah, no, I noticed that today in a couple of daring games I played. It's very battleship and destroyer heavy, with cruisers very much either being just one or two in the entire game, or non-existent. It's partially one of the reasons why I kind of didn't play much more today, because I felt a bit guilty being a destroyer in a tier filled with destroyers and battleships. And then there was Eternal. Good evening. Melissa, I'm seeing more US Legendary tiers ships than the Shimmer. I saw... trying to remember... I saw Karabos actually, surprisingly. Should be able to finish it off. I think my shells might get there first. Yeah. Spotted though, so I suspect the enemy DD never left the spawn. So my hunch is he's going to be down this way. Yeah, that's my hunch, but I'm not going to ping it on the map. The reason being is obviously I haven't got RDF, so there's no guarantee. But I'm going to head this way just in case. Vaz, I was going to say USN ships too, but I was too lazy to type them all out. There was a channel free to join as always. Yeah, okay, no, we'll get that sorted. Add you to the community silent support division. If anyone else wants to join in, feel free to shout out. We're going to be just gaming for about next two and a bit hours, I guess you could say. So just taking it casual, taking it easy. But if anyone has any requests, we'll see what we can do. Maybe we might play the. There she is. I thought she was. I'll just leave this to the secondaries. Oh, the secondaries started out quite good, and then they've kind of... Ah, we'll take it. Nah, someone else got it. I should also apologise. We are rabbit sitting for a friend, and the rabbit is in a indoor hutch in the living room, and that is probably potentially a noise that you might be hearing in the background. Let's we really do need more USN. We really don't. I'm going to just add. We really don't need more USN till July update. Yeah, nah. Let's see if Wargaming can restrain themselves. But yeah, I doubt it. Let's get a name that was eternal added into the division. If anyone else wants, no, where you got? There you go. If anyone else wants to join in, feel free to shout out, and we can pick you up. And if there's quite a few people who want to join in, we'll obviously mix things up, I guess you could say, and rotate people around. Oh, don't worry. I'm sure they'll come up with some more USN ships as always. But yeah, in time. I played Cossack. Well, no, I haven't played Cossack actually for a while. I've been meaning to. Let's bring Cossack back, maybe. Indomitable Audacious as a project, yeah. I suspect they will in time. I kind of feel that the way they've released the current legendary tier carriers has been a massive flop, is the best way to put it. Well, they are already taking talking New Jersey, yet another Tier 7 USN battleship. Hopefully they up tier it to Tier 8, so we don't see a million of them. That'd be Tier 7. Because they're selling it. They're selling it for doubloons, it'd be Tier 7. We'll have even more United States battleships at Tier 7. Righto, Cossack game, Tier 5 and 6 game, enemy team, T61, Benson and Division of North Carolina, Nuremberg, Devonshire, Zara, Bayern, Lion, and a Furious. Oh, it's a carrier game, oh goody. Let's turn the AA off, and let's take a wide berth around this island before we even think about going to the cap, because I don't want to get dunked on by a carrier. I've only got 2 smoke screens as well, so that's not great. New Jersey is a Tier 7 premium, yeah. Let's say we haven't got 2 armor classes. We have got 2 armor classes. We don't want them, and some free boss. free booze want Enterprise. Oh. Do you know, this is the thing, I love the way that we can't have Prince of Wales, right, because it'd be a duplicated ship, and then we get New Jersey. And so this is the thing, that like, this is why I kind of say, well, this is why I think an Azure Lane collaboration bringing Prince of Wales is probably going to be the most likely way that it would be added to the game. Because they've literally just set the precedence by bringing New Jersey in that way. What have we got? Zara. Okie dokie. Just look at the Azure Lane 4 crate, and you would know that the New Jersey is Tier 7, so it's Chapayev. So is Chapayev, yeah. We've got two. Yeah, they've actually started being quite good, haven't they? They're releasing the actual crate drop rates in advance of the patch, which I think is quite nice. I'd like to get the cap, but there's aircraft. I don't like aircraft. I'm gonna. Oh no! I've done a war god. Nobody saw that. Don't clip it. Oh no. Okay. Neptune, looking forward to. Yeah. What we got? We got. Is it Formidable as the Azure Lane collaboration commander? That'd be interesting to see what she brings to the game for British carriers. I wish we get HMS Howe. She's my favourite of the Royal Line. HMS Howe. I want to get a bit closer. Oh, maybe not. Sap hurts. Oh, the Pizarro should not have parked broadside on. She's now on fire. She should burn up if she doesn't go pop. Righto, on that bombshell, we're going to stick the engine boost on and we're going to dash across the centre towards the Bravo cap, I think. We should be okay to do so. Actually, I'll keep the AA on. Might be of assistance. Yeah, we'll just get the guns locked off and then we'll keep an eye on those aircraft. Make sure they're not coming after us. Zerlane Formidable, yes, yeah. Done, okay. Then was a turn. There will be a hole in my wallet next week. Will it be an Azure Lane size hole, sir? That's now 7 United States battleships at tier 7. 7 for 7. Where will it end? Oh, it'll be 8 for 8 next. No, Zerlane Illustrious. I'd like to see a Zerlane Prince of Wales. I do like the idea of Neptune as well. Admittedly, I have no knowledge of the Zerlane game whatsoever. So I'm literally just naming ships that I'd like to see, rather than actually like commanders or Zerlane commanders or vessels that I'd like to see. So, yeah. No, okay. Vans is now a secret. Is it now a secret that Wargaming sells only German and United States stuff because the US market is big? What is it? Well, it was kind of alluded to that was the case because when Tier 8 dropped, they said we dropped the Americans, the Japanese, the Germans and the Russians because they're the most popular ships. which kind of means they are the ones that sell the most. And therefore, it is no wonder why we see loads and loads of American premium ships, and Japanese premium ships, and German premium ships, and Russian premium ships, because they're the ones that make the most money for wargaming. There was Eternal, and a use for my promotion orders. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I know that some players are kind of stockpiling commander items for a good while now, I guess you could say. Okay, I expect the Azure Lane bundle to be over $200, getting more and more expensive each wave. The thing is that they're getting more and more expensive and less effective, as in like the commanders and things like that. I should be alright just to, sneak a couple of volleys out here. Yeah, there we go, got a fire. Nah. We have got a smoke screen which we could use. Might not need to. Ooh. Turnovus has got the Kraken, very nice. Let's drop ourselves a smoke screen. Well, if you want to know where the carrier is, yeah, it's behind the island. Yeah, right there. Oh, well, that couldn't possibly be kill number 6 for Eternal Abyss if he closes in for it. Melissa, which I call bull, as I see more Royal Navy than Ruskies. Yeah, I kind of feel that American, Japanese, and German selling the most or being the most popular. Yeah, no, that's fair statements. Wargaming's statement that the Russians are popular, I doubt. I think the reason why they said that is more that's just like a home run for them. That's their home ground. I'm gonna do it again. Don't do it again. Don't do it. 2, 1. There we go. I do like to live my life dangerously. Melissa, we should have training rooms before beta testing. Yeah. Oh, another medal for Eternal. The AA on the Belfast is rather exceptional for its tier. But yeah, we'll close in and see what assistance we can provide. More than likely, I think we're just going to be the cheerleading squad when it comes to this last engagement, but we'll see. Val's just, yeah. What Melissa said. Yeah, the new stats, kind of detailed stats coming out, is of slight interest, I guess you could say. We can use our engine boost. Let's get that going. No, it's a disgrace that we don't have simple things in this game, like own lobbies, training rooms, and detailed stats and stuff. Yeah, nice. I think the reason being, though, partially is I don't think they expected it to be as successful as it was, possibly, or as big as it was. I don't know. Ooh, okay, I'm going to try and get near these fighters. Yeah. You want me, you got to fly into these fighters. I'll turn my AA on as well. There we go. I need to say thank you to the carrier. Carrier actually did good. That's nice to see. Carrier actually dropped fighters over a friendly in anticipation of providing fighter protection. That was quite nice. Yeah, we are going to be the cheerleading squad when it comes to this one. Yeah, there we go. Listen, we also need to be able to keep a build without having to change the setup every time, i.e. phrase on like Royal Navy light cruisers and Royal Navy heavy cruisers. I hear you a bit there. But one way they could probably do it, well, because obviously you have to think, like, you can't really do that on World Warships PC either. One way they could do it maybe is if they did. Is that enough medals, Eternal? Is that enough medals? Show off. Eh? Sorry, back to the commanders. One way they could do it is maybe if they had, like, you could purchase multiple of the same commander or something. But then, I guess that's kind of thing they have already, I guess, with their event commanders and stuff. It's just for the Royal Navy, it took a long time for them to add a secondary cruiser commander to the game in order to enable players to do that. And of course, it requires your hard-earned cash as well in order to facilitate. Can you select commanders to be fixed for certain classes of ship over on PC? Maybe between cruisers, battleships and destroyers perhaps, but I don't think you can do it for individual, like, subclasses like light and heavy cruiser. Not sure. You'll probably know better than I. I am looking at the hood. I am tempted with the hood, but we did say we were going to give the new American Tier 7 cruiser a go, simply out of courtesy, I guess you could say, because well, we ought to give her a good showing. Let's see. Well, she's got smoke, so we're going to get rid of that because it's useless. Flags. Let's put a second beta flag on. There we go. Let's put a speed boost on. Let's put some credits on. That should do it. No, that should do it actually. Command build. What should we use? What does Kincaid do? Lots and lots of speed. Lots and lots of rotor shift. This one should be fair. Nothing special. Let's get that. Modules. Let's get the cookie cutter ready. Let's put the aiming systems on. Yeah, let's put aiming systems on. Let's put steering gears on. Let's put more steering gears on. And let's put for now, let's do the main battery. That should be fine. And then let's have a quick look at the armor scheme, make sure we're familiar with it. And it is the same as the Baltimore, isn't it? Yeah, same as the Baltimore. Okay, so we just got a Baltimore ready and go. Let's see how this goes. Jeff Dave, good evening, good evening. Vaz, yeah, but then you'd have less reason to buy Commander XP. They'd never take a revenue stream, or a form of revenue away, no matter how insignificant. That is, yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. Tier 7 Premium Battlecruiser Hood, the Hood 41 refit. I'd like to see that. Yeah, no, I'm for that. I'm for that. Rochester is a hard one. I think it's more of a don't build the Rochester like the Balti. This will end up as salty as hell. Well, we'll see. Because it is a Balti, really. Same armor scheme. Oh, let's see what we up against. We got Benhams at 23, C3 Balti. Gneisenau, Lion, Bismarck, Jean Bar, Georgia. Okie dokie. Oh, good evening, Ambercriff. Good evening. Ambercriff, I missed the start again. No notifications came through, sorry. No worries. Let's see, this is just a Baltimore that's traded radar for defensive A, fire consumable. Okay. Well, this will be a quick match if you build it like Balti. Well, let's see. That's a nice rudder. Okie. Gneisenau, 15-inch guns. What are the battleships? 15. Is that 13.5, 15, 15, 18? So as long as we don't run into the Georgia, we should be okay. Oh, greetings, Mecha Man. Greetings. Hope you're well, sir. It looks like the enemy battleships are vacating this flank and possibly leaving their friendly destroyer out in the open. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is a battleship missing. Yeah, white turret's going to get through, thankfully. That's more of a snapshot there. And there we go. Okay, there's no battleships on this flank. Let's put the sonar on, because I'm half expecting a cheeky torpedo salvo to come whittling its way through. Enemy destroyer, there's Ben Hum, so that means we've probably got the Z-23. Okay. Just not quite enough range for the Bismarck. But we can lead the Gneisenauer just enough. There's the Z-23. Okay, yeah, they vacated this flank like it's nobody's business. I expect Wargaming to buff the Rochester's guns, by the way. Oh. Let's see, can I get white turret onto you? There we go, a nice bit of multitasking. Okay, quite very floaty shells, aren't they? Let's see where these go in. That's a bit better. Oh, a nice 3.5k AP volley. I think you've just got to lead a little bit more. That's not too bad then. Well, the Georgia's definitely more of a threat with her 18-inch guns. Oh, Georgia's gone. Okay. You're not in range. You are. Floaty shells, despite having 10 additional caliber length compared to the Baltimore. Good grouping though. Oh, we actually shot down the plane rather rapidly. Interesting one. Would not recommend the smoke though. Well, I guess we ought to go for the cap. Yeah, we'll do the cap. Oh, hello. Sorry, not. I think someone else is going to wrap her up. Yeah, there's the Eternal. Is that you? Oh, she's gone. Ooh. I think I'm playing with a rather effective team. There we go. Oh god, the chat's gone along. Looking forward to get Dido on Monday. Wow, knock off Dido. Bologna, I think. Ramat never existed in China, never had a Dido class. The only non-British country ever had a Dido was Pakistan. I think isn't Ramat Pakistan? And from what I've heard, you can change the main armament. Okay. Bologna is a subclass. Yeah. I built into smoke fire penalty using Lemonade and BD Lightfall. Works as intended. It's worse Baltimore if you build as a Balti. But we're also allowed opinions, yeah. The thing is, I wouldn't exactly say it's worth it. You could maybe build for smoke, but you're going to have a very one-off commander build, I guess you could say, for the Americans. Which again kind of then draws on the opinion: is it really worth it? I doubt it, honestly. I mean, it is a premium Baltimore, but worse. You'd probably be better off getting the Azerlang one, which I don't have. Interesting enough. Well, that's all of the new content this patch covered in a single game. Let's go back to some of the good old oldies, I guess you could say. Let's see, what do we fancy playing? No major. Pakistan got HMS Diadem and renamed her Bahar. Is Ramat Indian then? Oh, let's just play an OP game in the Ark Royal. As always. I'll make someone happy. Yeah, if you've got the commendations and insignias, yeah, you can go for it. I mean, I do the same with the British. I do have like specialised commanders for certain builds. Ark Royal Bonk, yeah. Ark Royal is just OP. The Germans would have no CV, as would the Ruskies. Yeah. I might have to take a quick restroom break after this game. Also, I wonder if I should put a poll in the chat. See whether you chaps think I should have a beer or have a 1 cup sake. Let's see what we got in the enemy team. Oh, we got a boop troop in the Jervis. Ooh, doesn't mean the Jervis is being tested for some reason or other. Enemy team: Jervis, Benson, Leander. Pentagon division with New York. We also have a Zara, Bayern, Normandy, and a Ruggiero. and due to the marvels of aircraft carrier detectability, you really can't move much further, pardon me, than a single square at the start of the game. Oh well, let's get the string bag up in the air. For some reason I'm using torpedo aircraft, which is not necessarily my preference for first launch, but that's my bad for not really paying attention to what I had. I won cup sake, then beer. Oh yeah, what? that was guaranteed. The question was which one first, but I'll only be having one while I'm streaming because I've still got to cook up the evening meal and Normandy. Yeah, I got to cook. Although I've already done most of the preparation for the cooking. Oh, what's the deal? There's a destroyer here, so we're gonna drop this down to the floor. We're going to drop them there because it might it's going to partially nullify the Leander from stopping. But this time we're going to take the drop on the destroyer a lot more serious. Let's see, so we're going to have to go probably right up about here. Oh, not quite. Oh well, let's get the high explosive bombers on the go, because they're the ones which are going to be dealing the damage. Although the Benson's nearly bought it, so we'll be probably attacking the Leander. Oh, sorry, I feel sorry for new players. I feel sorry for new players who get their first legendary tier ship before they've got a single tier 6. That concerns me greatly. And it's a common occurrence. You find players who haven't even got to 1,000 games, and their most played ship is the Yamato. And the thing is, I kind of feel that tier 5 and tier 6 are the learning tiers of this game, where things start to become serious, where you start to understand the mechanics, and you've got players who have access to the end game ships before they have a complete understanding of the game mechanics, and that concerns me greatly. I'm gonna try and keep up with the chat, but I do apologise if I do miss any comments there, because aircraft carriers do take a little bit more of concentration, although you can also get away without having to pay too much attention at the same time. Okay, there should be a Benham in here somewhere. What I might do, I might just do just go for a big bomb drop and see what we get. Nah, not quite. But not a bad guess, not a bad guess. Right, let's get our carrier moving. I'm trusting that Eternal should be able to mop up the destroyer, so I'm going to have to start making a move, I guess you could say. Yeah, let's go here. You can do it, Eternal, come on. I believe in you. What's for the evening meal? Got a potato, carrot and chicken curry with basmati rice. Ah, there we go. Right, let's make the... If we swing it around to the left, we should be able to get another run into this. Yeah, right on the snout. Very good. That's going to cause flooding. Is that going to stick? Oh, there she goes. Very nice. And that's it. That was a very quick game. Let's see if we can catch up with the chat. What's only really, the only real legendary tier ship would be Yamato and Des Moines, and 2 or 3 more. But BBY is only Yamato. Yeah, and Daring would exist. Yeah, it's true. I'm sitting on 1,200 promotion orders all the time. I spend the rest on commanders to do fun battles. Oh, good lord. Yeah, that was just a really strange game. The enemy just kind of all folded up. Oh well, I'm going to quickly take a restroom break. I do apologise for that. Unfortunately, the calls of nature, I guess you could say. So I'm going to leave you with the music. I'll just put a pretty ship in the background. We'll go for one of my favourites. But yeah, feel free to shout out any recommendation, well, any requests, I guess you could say. And I'll try and oblige you. I'll be back shortly. Right, here we're back. Let's see. Oh, it's time for action. Hello, Duke of York. Go on then. Yeah, let's get that lined up then. Ah. Napoli's secondaries will be usable with this sap, or just usual 3 to 4 kilometers with a few 90mm guns. I can't remember off the top of my head. Wonder why I can't put sap. Well, you can't put sap on your Italian cruisers. It is a gun module. Average players 1,000 battles. Most played ship is Yamato Grossa Kurfürst with 523 battles. That's horrible. I found it. There we go. Oh great! I know they confirmed Napoli will be HEAP and SAP secondaries, but are they? But there are already rumours that they will get the SAP main shells later on. Interesting. Oh, starting to feel a bit cold now here, but should be alright. What I'll do, I'll have to go close the kitchen window when I pop through. Venezia will get it. Let's see. Oh, there's a. Sorry, I'm just amusing myself with YouTube. I can add a Q&A to live streams. That's interesting. Yeah, we were thinking of doing a poll, but yeah, I better start the poll now. beer, but it is poorer. There we go. Well, we'll ask the community. We'll give it about 15 minutes, and then I'll nip off and grab it from the kitchen. Some crews have 2 gun upgrades. I was surprised as well, due to the ships already was already grinded out. So what? There's like 3 slots, I guess, for upgrading the ship, but there's 4 modules that you can put on, I guess. I haven't actually investigated it myself, really. It's very quiet on this flank. The Eternal's already racing around the corner there. It looks like the enemy's completely vacated. I'm detected though. But only briefly. Like I imagine Germany had more CVs than Russia in 80 years. Russian CV always burns itself. Yeah, caught fire again, didn't it? Oh, there is a destroyer. I would do, but the darn thing's gone behind an island. Let's get wide turreting on this. Yes, there we go. Nice work. Right, I think I'm gonna go through the gap where Eternals just popped through. See if we can get up on the flank, I guess. I can't answer the poll. The answer is both. I will be having both tonight. it's just whatever I start with, I'll have it on the stream during the last hour, bit of it, I guess you could say. Napoli's main guns, 254mm, 3x3. Secondary is 90mm, 6x2, 7.3 kilometers range, 152. Oh god, she's got some reasonably sized secondaries. I'm gonna have to navigate this island through the gap here while trying to interact with the chat. So bear with. I might end up beaching myself. A bit of right rudder should do it. We've got to get around that. I think we should be. Yeah, we should be all right now. There we are. Melissa says we had more. Well, the Royal Navy had more CVs than the Japanese and Germany in 1939. Yeah, I could see that. Before the Germans started sinking them, because we lost. What did we lose quite early on? We lost Glorious and Courageous very quickly. With the announcement of Napoli, the Italian Tectoy cruiser line is is only missing the Tier 8. The logical would be the Brindisi. Oh, I'll probably pronounce that wrong. I need to start paying attention now. Hello there, Key. We are too close. Far too close. HMS Victorious was, if I'm correct, the only British CV with an angled flight deck. I don't think during World War II there were any equipped with a angled flight deck, although Melissa says both Audacious class did. I'll take your word on it, because it's been a little while since I've looked into British carriers. We lost British CVs because we were arrogant the British way. It was the concept of hunting U-boats using aircraft carriers, but then not providing the aircraft carriers with sufficient escorts, and that was kind of the mistake. And I think it was also using fleet carriers, courageous, especially an example, courageous. Using fleet carriers rather than what they probably should have used would have been cruiser carriers like Eagle and Hermes. But yeah, what was it? We lost Courageous to a U-boat while she was attempting to do U-boat hunting. We lost Glorious to the Scharnhorst Eisenhower because I don't know. She was heading back with only 2 destroyer escorts. Massive mistakes were made there. Then let's see, we lost Eagle on a Malta run. We lost Hermes in the Indian Ocean at the start of the Japanese conflict. We lost Ark Royal, torpedoed just off of Gibraltar, wasn't she? Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. All of the ones that we lost anyway. I might be wrong. There might be maybe another one in there. I'm sure someone in the chat will correct me. Oh, I'm in a very awkward position I don't like. I've got a Lion and an Iowa. It's not really the kind of engagement that the Duke of York excels at, but there's not much I can do about it. Snipe Patch Major, is the Stalingrad worth the XP? My opinion on the Stalingrad is the Stalingrad is an anti-cruiser cruiser. Like, she's very good at, say, basically killing cruisers due to her armor and her guns, and being AP only. However, she suffers from a bit of a downside, and that downside is, or was, there aren't many cruisers at legendary tier. But there are lots of stupid battleships. so maybe she might be worth it, but I have little interest in getting the Stalingrad myself. Courageous sinking could have been prevented. Yeah, courageous sinking could have been prevented. Glorious sinking could have been prevented. Ark Royal's sinking could have potentially been prevented with better damage control. But also, part of it was also poor design. Wow. Lacking design, I guess you could say, as well. Eagle happened. Yeah, I can't really argue with that. Hermes should have been prevented. That was bad. That shouldn't have happened. Just days. Those are all fleet carriers lost, but we also lost cover. Oh yes, escort carriers. Yes. Yeah, I bet we lost quite a few escort carriers. We've lost Bravo turret. It's not necessarily the end of the world. I think we might be able to live. chat's just disappeared. Bear with. Major, don't forget cruisers are missing from tier 8 as well. Tier 8 and legendary tier has turned into BB only fest with some DDs. So yeah, the Starling is in a weird position. Yeah. The air boss wouldn't fly his aircraft due to bad weather, and Glorious only had 2 boilers fired up instead of all boilers fired up. So he decided to go back to Scarpa Flow for a court-martial the air boss. Yeah. Although there are rumours apparently that Glorious was called back because of a grand scheme to fly aircraft into Sweden or something like that. I think that's. But yeah, the situation with Glorious was not ideal. She first of all, she shouldn't have gone back on her own. I think that's the first thing. She should have not gone back on her own at all. The Royal Navy's excuse of that she was low on fuel just doesn't fly right. And then to add on to this, when she was going back, yeah, there was all sorts of mistakes made. Like you said, so she didn't have aircraft up. Whether that was because of bad weather or not, I don't really know. But she didn't have any aircraft on standby either. I think that's another kind of issue, I guess you could say. Yeah. And also, like, the information that Charlotte Hoskin Knives now might have been out in the North Sea was also picked up, but it wasn't passed on because it wasn't believed. And so this is the thing, like, Glorious was just a multitude of errors. Unfortunately, such things do happen. I'm seeing that the Sake is turned out to be a popular choice this evening. Marlborough's missing armour, yeah. Everyone knew, never send a carrier alone. Then the British came, nah, our carrier has cruisers, secondaries. It should be fine alone. Yeah. Yeah, the air group wouldn't fly due to the captain being a twonk. Yeah, no, yeah, but he was a submarine commander? And he got put in charge of an aircraft carrier, and yeah, it seems that he wasn't up to speed, or didn't fully appreciate the capabilities of an aircraft carrier, I guess you could say. Yes, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, my sonar doesn't work. If I was to say anything, I'd say she's behind this island. Okay, I'm going to be honest at the moment. I am missing comments just because I'm trying to get through it. Mega Man, British CV's losses, War, Courageous, Glorious, Ark Royal, Eagle, Hermes, Escort Carriers loss, Audacity, Avenger, Dasher, Nabo, and Fane. Okay. How the hell are we not spotting this DD? Oh well. We'll just stop there. Thanks, my command. Sub patch. Major, I was playing the Republic yesterday. I dev struck a nearly full health Marlborough. Those French main guns do hit so hard, yeah. But also, the Marlborough does have an exposed citadel. She really should not go broadside on. So, Commander, yeah. No, okay, but in all honesty, Glorious was a beautiful carrier. She was. I have a soft spot for Glorious. I'm going to be honest. Mid pack, and we're kind of. I'm going to be honest. We're faffing. It looks like the sake is quite popular, so we'll probably go grab the sake in a second. What do you think of this update? Honestly, Stuart, it's been null and void. There's nothing special going on, I guess you say. I guess there is Italian sap. Maybe we should take a look at some Italian sap, maybe just once. But yeah, honestly, it's kind of it is just a quiet patch, I guess you say. Let's do the Trento. Let's see. So to equip the sap, we have to go to the guns, and we trade the improved AP and HE for the sap shells. So that means now we have AP and sap. There we go. Okay, we got the module. But yeah, it's a null and void patch. But to be honest, that's what it is. It is just a bit of filler, just so they can get everything else back on schedule. But yeah, good to see you, Stuart. Good to see you. Do you think Nabo and Fame was sank, badly damaged, and considered not worth repairing? Okay. There was a great CV admiral they should put in charge. Yeah. Oh, okay. I think the coming update is heavily monetized and expensive. Yeah, they're kicking off with a bang, aren't they? The next Azure lane will be a huge crash grab, containers and everything. Yep, that's it. We'll send all three follies to the east. They would probably have survived the war. Probably. Right, I'm going to go grab the sake. Back in a second. I should always remind you, please drink responsibly, I guess. I guess I must feel obliged to say. But yeah, it's nothing special. 14.5%, 180 mils. You pick it up in Sainsbury's. Right, okay, guns to the left, we'll get a bit moving. Lovely. Let's see. Zerlang vent. You're better just buy the bundles instead. Yeah, no, don't. When it comes to the Zerlang stuff, generally just don't let IRNG decide what you get. You're generally better off. The only way the crates sometimes work out is if you say I want all the content and there is duplicate protection, is then get the crates, because I think getting the crates can work out a bit cheaper than getting all of it. Sometimes. Wargaming modified. Oh no, because they bundled in a load of other guff with it, have they? Oh no. Wargaming modified the guarantee drop rate already. Warning reset when you open a commander. Okay, I'll check out the commanders first. Yeah. Yeah. So it was Lumley Lumley Lister in charge of the Furious. Yeah. I've actually got an article that I cut out of a newspaper, stashed overhead with the records. The vinyls, just as a bit of reference for it. Major, warm it up at least 30 degrees Celsius. Don't be surprised when in Japan you get 60 degrees sake. 60 degrees sake. It all depends. But yeah, hot sake you do get generally in the winter. I should have AP loaded, but I'm still faffing around in sap. That was a surprise, I must say. Right, I kind of messed this up a little bit by putting myself in a weird position here. But we'll be alright. Okay, well, we're going to have to skirt around the island, so while we're doing that, we'll open up the sake. There probably won't be a pop or anything on this, in all honesty. It's just a pullback top. There we go. It's not the finest sake, I'm going to be honest. While we slowly navigate around the island. Well, he's apparently deluxe, but I've had better. I'm going to be honest. But it's rather inexpensive to pick up this one, so it's not too bad. Well, I don't have a sake cup, so we'll just stick with a shot glass, but cheers. Ooh. Right, see if we can get in range and start picking on the Tennessee. What was the enemy team? Z39 in division with a Serov. We also have a Tennessee with the Bedoyan that's now gone. Max in New Orleans, Fiji, Gorky. Let's make it start with some sap and see how it goes. Oh, Crib, there's another cash grab wrapped up in a nice coating, yeah. The container drops are even worse for veteran players. They always keep everything for newbies friendly. Oh. That'll teach me for reading the chat, won't it? What is it? 5.8, okay. Oh. Oh, more. When do we get in range of the Seraph? I don't know. Oh. Ooh. I think he should have been in charge of the Far East Fleet in 1942. What, Lister? That's interesting. Criv, I just spent the 200 Swiss francs and good is this year. Oh, good lord. Jeff, well, you can guarantee getting all the new cruisers a month early by just buying only 110 crates. What's wrong with you? 110 early access crates for £550. Wow. Seriously, don't do it. Don't. Don't even joke about it. Wargaming makes enough money off of you chaps without you having to do it. At the end of the day, I don't understand this whole point of the early access. Well, the early access thing really is just a cash grab. Let's be honest, because it doesn't benefit the player base in any way. Having it all dropped early access and then available the next patch. It just means that it's just there to get people to suffer with FOMO and then basically take advantage of it. So yeah, when it comes to early access stuff, don't buy crates. If you get some from the campaign or some missions or whatsoever, you know, fair enough, but just don't buy them for God's sake. I always question, where does Wargaming pull out those numbers? Oh, thank God that bounced off of a turret. been a while since I played Italians, so I am playing this rather casually and a bit loose, I guess you could say. Okay. Fire! 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 Server did not want to register that. That's annoying. Oh well. They're measuring how deep is the whale's pockets. Yeah, that's one way to. I guess it's one way to put it. Yeah. Oh, Eternal's not going to be around for much longer than an enemy DD. Oh damn. Oh no. Let's chuck those out there. That's annoying. Hello. I'm probably going to die, but at least I got rid of the DD. That's the most critical part. Oh no. Oh, thank God. Hopefully our battleship can finish off the Fiji. He's got a good chance. The Mackensen just... as long as the Mackensen doesn't rush into torpedo range. He's got a chance. So because of that, I'm gonna leave this on screen and catch up with the chat. And then was a turn. I forgot had he loaded not AP. Oh. Griff, imagine when you see players in day one during a double ship campaign with both ships whaling out, wargaming and go, ah, they purchased this one, wow. Okay, next campaign, put 3 ships as a choice. Oh. Yeah. Because at the moment, like, there's not even really a reason to whale out and blitz the campaign at the start, because yes, you can earn steel. You can earn a pittance of steel. But it's not worth it. There's nothing for steel. So it does... I do wonder. Mackensen, you won't win this by running away. You are going to have to put some pressure on the Fiji. If you run away and they get a cap, it's just going to turn in their favour. And my aircraft can only do so much. No, okay, yeah, I think Wargaming needs to come down off their throne, yeah. Like my wallet for the next update is not going to open up much, not after that I spent on PC recently. Got a motherboard replacement. Oh yeah, USAN, yeah. There we go, Fiji's now getting the cap, so the Max is going to have to put a bit of pressure on them. Narco, we can't really do anything, and that's their business plan, and it seems to be working, so newbies will not complain. That's true. Well, I can get rid of the poll because we're already drinking the sake. So yeah, I'll end the poll. There we go. Apologies. If we get rid of paper ships and had a proper development team, then we could have had a lot better game. Fire everyone bar the art department. Criv, I always say okay, whale out campaign, but at least finish the first week's missions. You'll pay a bit less, and you can do missions on day one. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. 57 seconds left. They have just grabbed the centre cap, but it should be in our favour still. Criv, yeah, there is War Thunder. That is true. Criv. Be nice to have something in between almost. I do wonder if they could do something like a historical mode or something in World Warships. That'd be quite nice. This is why training rooms will be a very nice thing, because then the community can set up those kind of like semi-historical games. One game that or kind of scenario I want the community to play out is Operation Dynamo, doing Dunkirk evacuations. Almost pitching tier 5 and 7 German aircraft carriers, which will have to obviously be somewhere else. They're going to have to go to a corner of the map, trying to interdict Allied destroyers from, say, I think the plan is my plan is they sail across the map and have to go around the capture the base objective and then back. So I think that'd be quite an interesting one. Okay. Oh, I didn't do too bad. I didn't even know I killed 3 ships. Well, yeah, SAP seems like an interesting add-on to the Italian cruisers. I mean, if you play them a lot, then fair enough. Obviously, I'm probably just remembering now that the command build I have on the Italians probably isn't the most beneficial, because it probably does feature some fire capabilities. I haven't actually played a battleship this... Oh no, I did play the Duke of York. I'm tempted to play the Daring, just because obviously she is new. She's new to me anyway, so it'd be nice to play her. Criv, I'm missing the water physics and hydrofoil ships from World of Warships. War Thunder is better at that point. Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, because I guess War Thunder is not really restricted by an era. That's the thing. World of Warships are kind of tied their hands behind their back, I guess you can say, on how far they can, well, what they can really do by sticking to big gun mechanics, I guess you could say. They have negated missile weaponry, I guess you could say, from their game, which also means that when it comes to ship designs at higher tiers, it is all paper ships, because obviously the ships were put down on paper, and then missiles were invented, and it was kind of like, well, what's the point? And aircraft carriers became more potent, and it's kind of like back to what's the point in developing these big battleships and such. So yeah, that's the problem. And listen, they keep saying they can't get blueprints from the Royal Navy, but I call bull. If I can get them, they definitely can. Yeah, so I think Wargaming is just lazy. Or were lazy, I guess you say. They might still be lazy, but yeah, because their development team is based in Russia, it was just simpler just to motivate the team and to do Russian things rather than actually do other things. Yeah. To be honest, I don't. I think there is a bit of a self-serving agenda, I guess you could say, with the Russian bias. So much, Major. I never drank sake. Does it taste like whiskey or vodka or neither? It tastes like neither. It's a really weird taste. It's the best way of it. It's entirely unique, and there's not really anything you can really describe it as. It's got the same strength as wine, but it's not got a lot of... It hasn't got any strong flavours in it, and that's one thing I kind of find with like Japanese alcohol is it's not very strong in flavour, so therefore the taste of the alcohol comes through a lot more potent, or it tastes more potent, but even though it's very, very weak, and it doesn't really impact you, but you can taste the alcohol a lot more, very subtle flavour. But yeah, it's not easy to describe. if you do want to try sake, you can buy a premium bottle of sake, I think a 720ml bottle, in Waitrose, and it seems to be stocked in most Waitrose. And the 1 cup sake that I'm trying at the moment is in the foreign food aisle of Sainsbury's, if you're lucky. And yeah, I came across it entirely by mistake, I guess you could say. I was just browsing for almost herbs and spices and other things like that to put in my cooking. I spotted it and I was like, ooh, sake. And since then I've just been picking it up. But yeah. I found the blueprints for a full Tech Tree CV. Oh, nice. HMS Unicorn. When? Yeah. Rice wine. That's very yeah. That is very much what it is, I guess you could say. Melissa, yeah. Yeah, I'm clear of those topics. What are you in, actually? You're in a Yoshino. I haven't even done a shipping forecast, so we're going to do a very quick shipping forecast. Shipping forecast is Des Moines, radar. Friedrich Grosser, Marlborough, Tenerife, Yamato, Briscoe-Fest. Okay, it's not too bad. We are one of the very few only destroyers. Shimakaze is in the centre, so I'm going to think about that. But yes, there would be a Worcester. Oh, no, not fair. You're mean. Go away. We're just going to have to try and suffer. My bad. Oh, just everyone's churning it in. I got, what, 2 Worcesters? That's my bad. That's me not paying attention and chatting away. Serves me right, I guess you could say. Yeah, what we got? 2 Worcesters. Yeah, everyone just started shooting. My bad. Well, we'll give the daring possibly another go. What's that? The only CV to use its secondaries guns for shore bombardment. Yeah, okay, yeah. I guess there's always... was it Formidable that supposedly used her secondary battery to engage Italian cruisers? Yeah. Very sneaky radar cruisers in the enemy team. And wow, he's gone though. But yeah, get myself killed is to force an enemy cruiser out of position is not ideal. What's that? A Marlborough? Ooh. I think that's going to be a tail. Yeah. Well, we'll jump back to the port and we'll play something else in the meantime. And then maybe we'll come back to the daring for the last game. What I might do? I might stick with the destroyer theme, I guess you could say. So maybe we'll take the Jutland out. Try and stick with the theme. This was 1950 Korea, when the US were hanging on by their fingers. Well, we must remember that North Korea was a United Nations effort, not just. Although it was United States led, yes, it was a United Nations effort, because Russia didn't turn up to veto the security, the security. The security vote, I guess you could say, which made United Nations troops turn up to North Korea. This is why, like, in some regards, the League of Nations post World War One and the United Nations post World War Two has always been a little bit ineffective. It's because it's lots and lots of countries partaking in these votes and stuff like that. It's you've got many voices and therefore many different opinions, and therefore trying to get a unison agreement is never really forthcoming when it matters. But fair, all due respect to the Americans for arranging both of them. They were both United States led agendas, I guess you could say. Yeah, post World War One was the creation of the League of Nations, and then the amusing one with the forming of the United Nations after World War Two was that America basically said anyone who's at war with Germany as of such and such a date will be accepted into the United Nations. It was quite funny because at that time suddenly all sorts of countries started to switch sides, such as Romania and Hungary and Bulgaria. Although I think some of those may have already made the decision earlier, they certainly made the decision when they realised that by not doing so would possibly omit them from entry to the Victory Club, I guess you could say, which the United Nations was initially going to be formed of. Mega Man, I have a book on United States battleship designs written by Norman Friedman. And one of the early designs of North Carolina features quad 14-inch guns, a single funnel, and a mix of single and twin 5/58 secondaries. Sounds like Florida in game. Yeah, very true, very true. Yeah. Talking about, I guess, minor Axis powers. We're going on a bit of a journey here. I'm nattering away, I know that. So, as some of you may or may not know, I don't play Bolt Action, the tabletop World War II game, but I have been building an army of miniatures, I guess you could say. And so the British army I've made is an Inns of Court Regiment armoured car regiment. So I've got a list. I've got the miniatures and stuff. But I am contemplating building an Axis power army. I wanted to be along the similar theme of being reconnaissance, maybe quick moving, something like that. But I am also tempted to maybe do a model like a minor power, maybe Hungary, Austria, Bulgaria, Romania. So it's something like that, something along those lines. Peggy Jones, hello. Vaz is back again. I know I'm late, but I vote whiskey. Unfortunately, all out of whiskey, sir. All out of whiskey. Maybe perhaps next time. We will have to arrange ourselves a whiskey and warships at some point. I did see that you picked up a bottle of Old Putney, which is well, rather tight. Oh, damn radar! I've done it again. Oh, the enemy DD's shown her hand. We should be alright, just disengage here. A quick flick of the tail, maybe? We could avoid these shells. Mostly. Ah, there we go. Right, time to turn around and a quick another flick of the tail. There we go, right. Well, start turning back in, seeing what we can do. Czechs Fast Division. Would that be... I don't think the Czechs joined the Germans. Or was there a Czechs Axis Power Division? That could be interesting, maybe. Oh, there's a gearing here as well. Oh my. I'm kind of hoping that the Des Moines doesn't reload her radar exceptionally quickly. We could definitely do with some more support from battleships and such, but we'll have to just live with. Grows occur first. Okay, the gearing has vacated the scene. And he's back. Yeah, nice little bit of work there. Oh, we're contested again. Oh, that's going to be the Musashi, which is 4.3. Right, time to run. Yeah, things are getting serious. Well, at least we're getting the cap. You're good distance away, that's good. Okay. No, Czechs didn't join the Axis, but the Germans did get 2 big prizes when they took Czechoslovakia. Yeah, I guess the Panzer 38T. You're correct, Major. My mistake. It was a Slovak fast division. Oh, Slovakia. Well, looking at the map, it's better if you guys turn around. Much obliged, Griff. I was trying to avoid reading the chat too much this game. Europe's only uranium mine in the Skoda works. Yeah, that's no. Panzer 38T, yeah. Skoda works. Yeah, so same things. I do have a soft spot for the Panzer 38T. Maybe I might do an early war German section, maybe. Okay, I'm going up to the middle because of the Hayate. Don't forget Truck Company. Oh yeah. Melissa, they got a few more prizes, including the company managed to make 150 tons of enriched uranium by the end of World War II. Unfortunately, the enriched uranium was distributed between 2 separate nuclear research groups, and therefore they never really could develop a nuclear bomb. Yeah, I'm on it. Yes. I'm Crip, I'm older than Slovakia. This is a long-running catchphrase in Hungary. He was born of a Hungarian who was born before 1989. A Slovak version, aka Rapid Division of the 1st Slovak Mobile Infantry Division, fought on the Eastern Front. Well, thanks, Jeff. I'll have to look into that. That does sound like a potential concept. Because at the moment, although I want to model like a minor power, just to kind of like not have another, just so if I do ever get round into actual tabletop gaming bolt action, I'm not turning up with another generic German force, I guess you could say. But another part of me has been tempted to do either a Wehrmacht or a SS reconnaissance, like half-track reconnaissance unit. But again, I want to kind of avoid doing that because it feels a bit like I'm just bringing another generic German force to the table. That's why I liked the concept of an armoured car regiment for the British. It's something that you don't see modelled, you don't really see talked about too often about World War II. So, and it's basically a force that consists of a couple of Dingo scout cars, Daimler armoured cars, some M3 scout cars and M5 half tracks, along with supporting infantry. Yes. Melissa, from what we found, the Germans did test 2 tactical nukes in southern Poland. Interesting. Right, so it looks like I'm playing Here We Go Round the Mulberry Bush with an enemy Hayate. It's going to take a while for me to do. But we should be able to do it. In the meantime, we'll pour ourselves another glass of sake. We'll try a daring game after this. Righto, we'll pop the sonar on now just in case. Nope, I forgot to actually put it in reverse. There we go. Hopefully that should be enough of a warm-up for a daring game where I actually should pay attention, unlike last time. Hopefully the daring game is over. Yeah, Crib mentions a truck company. You could do like a Panzer Grenadier regiment, but you could model it more accurate, I guess you could say. So probably using like a Stug tank as probably the main tank, and then using trucks rather than half tracks to perhaps represent it a bit more accurately. Because there's the thing that the German propaganda, which unfortunately has been rather successful, loves to give the impression that German Panzer Grenadiers had loads of half tracks, when in reality very few Panzer Grenadier regiments were fully half-track equipped, and generally half-tracks were reserved for command elements of the force, with the majority of the infantry actually travelling in trucks and dismounting from the trucks and engaging as standard infantry. Jeff, I used to run them in 15mm Flames of War, as I like the VZ-2035s and the VZ-2038s. Ooh. It does sound interesting. I am going to be having to look that up. I'll probably end up doing it when I actually I rewatch my streams. Just to see how things went, and as a, I guess, check in on what I actually said and things like that. But yeah, also checking the chat because obviously I don't read everything, unfortunately. Most of the Germans were on horseback against the Polish and the French. Yeah. Only the very tip of the spear was mechanized, but yeah, the Germans used a lot of horses, which is quite intriguing. German propaganda loves to give you this idea of a fully mechanized force, and you look into it, and they're not all trucks and horses and lots of other things like that. Let's see, before we charge into radar, what are we up against? Karabos, Chimikaze, Rune, Buffalo, Minnow, Prince Rupert, Republic, Conqueror, Montana. We have a Conqueror. Good Lord, Karabos, your detectability is horrible, isn't it? You won't be sneaking up on anyone, will you? Well, we'll avoid having to go after you right now. We don't want to give away our position after all. What's in the centre? Shimkaze, okie dokie. Well, we're probably going to play Spot the Karabos shortly. That's why they didn't go well against the Ruskies in Winter War. Ooh, yeah. If your logistics is based on horse and cart, yeah, I can see how the Ukrainian mud flats will be detrimental, especially with the roads during the mud season. And yes, also if your logistics is so bad that people are eating the horses constantly, that can also cause an issue. Oh, go on, pop a smoke. Go on. I don't want to give away my position. Go on, get in your smoke. Good show, right. Tally ho. On goes the sonar. Good hunting. You should be able to duck into a smoke screen quite quickly, I'm hoping. There we go. We'll use the Karabos' smoke screen to help us disengage from the Conqueror while the Conqueror sucks up some lovely torpedoes. Another happy customer. Right, let's go see if we can find this Karabos. Hamel Criv, never eat your vehicle. Yeah, highly recommended. Don't eat your logistics. Short-term gains have long-term negative impacts. Melissa, if the French moved 500 yards over the German border when Hitler invaded Poland in Europe, would be completely different. Well, France did do a actual invasion of Germany when World War was declared. There was a French operation, and if they actually put the effort in, they could have actually made some real gains. Yeah, the Allies at the start of the war were very tentative, I guess you could say, of engaging the enemy properly. The Russians were always concerned about German retaliatory attacks, I guess you could say, and so they wouldn't approve. They wouldn't approve like British bombing of military targets, and so the RAF or Bomber Command for the first part of the war was restricted to having to do leaflet bombing missions, I guess you could say. Let's see if we can get ourselves a smoke screen on the Montana. There we go. Not a smoke screen, a fire. I think the Sarka's definitely scrambling the wires. Oh, she's shown her hand, and with only 5,000 HP left, this should be a nice little opportunity. Cheeky, right. Well, we've got 2 of the 3 caps. We're even on numbers. I'd say the enemy is up on overall HP potential. A Minotaur with no radar, a Republic and a Rune. It is a division. We got a full health. Grows curve first. We'll have to see. Hitler would have topped himself if they did, yeah. Well, if they did it properly, yeah. That's the thing. The Allies really did go into World War II rather half-heartedly, I guess you could say. Oh, very good. Nice work. Got rid of the minnow. Got rid of the scary minnow. I think we're going to have to see if we can help him. Ooh, Rune is rare sight nowadays, yeah. Oh, there you go. I've polished off all the Sarko while streaming. That's yeah. That's a surprise, I must say. Right. Republic's going to be darn awkward to try and engage, but we're going to try our best. Ideally, please grow a curve first. Don't ram the Republic. Please, like, kill the Republic. That'd be great. Yeah, it's too late for my torpedoes. I'll stop here, I'll smoke up, I'll heal up, and I'll try and help with the Republic. Oh, nice work. Okay, we have a Grosser first with a capable commander or capable captain behind the helm, which is it's good to see. Right. Let's see if we can assist with the engagement with the enemy Rune, which has decided rather than capping Charlie objectives, try and apply pressure on the Bravo objective. We can probably chance a little bit of open water at the moment, especially with the Rune down to 10,000 HP. I know it's going to go into the island, yeah. Could it be done? Oh, I'm going to take a big risk here. Nice. I'll take that. Right here. There we go, we actually got a daring game in the end. I'm not going to complain about that. Very nice, very nice. Well, much obliged to A Name That Was Eternal for joining in with the Community Support Division. Much obliged for playing alongside. We'll keep the daring up on screen, I guess you could say. I'd say thank you to all you lovely ladies and gentlemen who have joined me this evening for a little bit of World Warships Legends. It's been a pleasure to have you all in the chat, and if you have enjoyed it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. As always, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has popped along, and I'd like to try and say thank you to everyone individually, I guess you say, through name. Although, I'm going to be honest, the chat sometimes does limit exactly how far back in the stream I can go, but it's definitely been a nice, busy stream, and it's been much appreciated. If you have enjoyed it, obviously feel free to give it a thumbs up. It obviously helps with promoting the channel and obviously promoting the live stream. I don't do too much YouTube shilling. I probably should do more, I guess you could say. But going through the chat, I'd like to say thank you to DJ, to Vaz Vegas, to Naruko, to Melissa Smith. Also thank you to, obviously, A Name That Was Eternal. Who was there? There at the start as well. See, who else do we have popped by? Thank you to Jeff Dave, much obliged, and also Admiral Criv. Also thank you to Get Stung. Good to see you, sir. Who else did we have popped by today? Sunpatch, good to see you, sir. Good to see you. And Mecha Man as well. Much obliged. Stuart Weir, many thanks. And did we have anyone else? It's been a very busy chat, I guess you could say. Lots of people commenting. Well, see, thank you for approving the Sarko consumption. Peggy Jones as well, much obliged. Good to see you, sir. But yeah, many thanks to everyone for popping by, much appreciated. Stay safe, stay well, and have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night wherever you are in the world. Enjoy the weekend, and I know that this patch has been a bit of a bit of padding, a bit of time filler, I guess you could say. It's only been 2 weeks, and nothing special really happened. But yeah, next week we are back into the patch true and proper, I guess you say. We're back into World Warships Legends true and proper, with all sorts of new things coming to the game. The detailed stats is something that I'm definitely looking forward to. Yeah. Anyway, I'll do the usual the Gallop Major and back to the port, and pip and cheerios. Catch you next time.